Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are here with a special guest, Archie King Colgan, 12-0 undefeated fighter at the, not Bellator, right? But
PFL now.
PFL, exactly. And what a performance you had last time. What is it, 3 weekends ago?
Yeah, it was 2 weekends ago, actually.
Two weekends ago. Okay. How do you feel after it? Are you recovering well, or?
Yeah. I feel good. I feel I virtually didn't take any damage, and I blocked a couple of kicks with like my forearms.
Yeah.
My forearms got a little sore, but yeah, I feel good.
Okay, that's good. Can I ask, is there any moment where you kind of figured out in your career when you started out training, okay, I'm actually good at this, I want to make this a path of mine, you know?
Yeah. It was kind of early on. Like,
yeah,
I started training with people, and like the boxing side of it came pretty easy to me. So
okay,
once I kind of got some confidence in it, then
yeah,
I was like, man, I'm getting kind of good at this. So
yeah. What's the biggest difference? Oh,
go ahead.
What's the biggest difference, would you say, from your first fight to your most recent fight this past weekend?
Just more confidence, like more experience. Like, I understand, like my first pro fight, all my amateur fights, I ended in like the first round.
Yeah.
So I'd never been to the third round. So going into that, I was like, man, what if you like get there and you're like super tired?
Yeah.
And now, like, I've been there and I'm like, you're gonna be all right. Like, you're gonna get tired. Like, you're gonna work hard, so of course you're gonna get tired, but you're gonna be all right. Like, if you're tired, he's really tired too. So like, you're fine. So just confidence and experience and like understanding just kind of how fights play out and like how they can go and how my fights can go because of the way that I like present myself to people.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you fought a 5-round fight yet? Have you?
I'm not. No, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm still counting on that. That's what's next for me. But
I think that is. Happens. Yeah. What's your kind of your end goal with this? Where do you want to be when you look back at your career in MMA?
Yeah, I want to be the most accomplished, the greatest lightweight of all time.
Yeah,
that's my goal. It's written right there in my bathroom, in my my window right there. I've written on like a piece of cardboard like this.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And on the back, I dated it. I think it's like August of 2023. You know, I dated it, and when I like set my mind, that's what I want to do. And then, one day we'll look back on it.
Yeah, because you actually, I know you talk about a lot about manifesting, right? Things. Yeah. How does that work for you specifically?
Man, I don't know. I just feel like you speak things into. It depends kind of a little bit of your belief system. You know, I'm a Christian, so I think you speak things out to the world. God hears it.
Yeah.
And if you're doing the steps correctly that like lead you in that direction, that are still guiding you towards what that thing that you spoke out to be, then it'll happen. Like, things will happen. Like, there'll be like little. Imagine like you're like walking on a path, and the path is a little bit dark.
Yeah.
And you don't know, the destination is that way, but you just don't know like how far. You don't know if you're going. You don't know if you're going the right way. Maybe you took a left and you took a right, but like you're walking on that path, and then you start to question like, dang, am I on the right path, or should I have taken a different turn? And then all of a sudden you see, a light shine right in front of you. You're like, oh, and then you go to that light.
Yeah.
And then it gets dark again. You're like, oh man, did I mess up again? And then you see another light shine, and you follow that light. And that's kind of like how I feel. My journey in manifestation like goes. Like, you think about these things, you think about your journey, and start to question, is this right? And then something happens, and you're like, oh wow, it is right. Let me continue following. Let me continue chasing.
Yeah.
And then,
it's a funny thing because you almost gotta get to that point where you don't really believe you're doing the right thing anymore before you can see those things, right? I feel that personally myself.
You start questioning yourself a little bit, like, what?
Yeah.
Is this right? Is this? And then you see it, and you're like,
Yeah.
Don't question yourself.
Yeah. In your last fight was against J.J. Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you do anything in that fight to adjust after first round, let's say?
Yeah, I think there was a clear understanding that like he couldn't stop my takedowns.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna be able to like not just like get back up. I don't really care if people get back up. Like it's like he wasn't gonna be able to stop the takedowns or defend them. So that was a clear understanding. And that he was just, to me in my head, he was just trying to keep a far distance.
Yeah.
With like the kick range and stuff. He didn't want to get like in close like the boxing range really. He just wanted to like touch far strikes and then like throw long kicks and like try to keep a distance. So
yeah.
I felt just comfortable. I saw all of his shots and it felt good.
Yeah. What would you do, let's say, if Dana White called you tomorrow and he offered you a fight? What would happen?
Well, I mean, contractually, I couldn't do anything.
That's it.
I'd answer the phone. I'd say, "What's up, man?" That's like cheating on your girlfriend or something. Like,
yeah. I know that's hard. Exactly.
You call me past 9 p.m. No, I would like. I don't know. Obviously, there's a lot of excitement and interest in that.
Yeah.
It's the prestigious MMA promotion. So of course I'm gonna answer the phone call and hear out what option. What he's got to talk about, but we'll have to see.
And also nothing bad to say about PFL. It's one of the best promotions out there, man. And you're top of the food chain in there. So I think when time's due, how many fights do you have left in PFL?
I have one fight left in my contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'd want you to stay after that as well. So
we will see. Yeah.
Yeah. Any kind of fighter you looked up to growing up back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day, my favorite fighter was Rampage.
Rampage
is my favorite fighter, man.
He's a YouTuber now, right?
I know, he's gone full YouTube. And good for him though. It looks like he's that streaming stuff is like making him some money.
It really it does.
Relevant.
And
he's got a good personality for that stuff.
He does, exactly. And he utilizes it so well too, man. Good guy. Could you ever see yourself doing something like that?
I don't know. Sure. I feel like I could see myself doing a lot of things, but I think it would be hard for me to see myself like streaming my day-to-day life. And, like, like everything that I'm doing is right there on camera.
Yeah.
You're just like driving in the car by yourself. You're not by yourself. Somebody's there, but then you just like fart real quick. That's on camera. It's like
it's unnatural, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
Maybe.
Yeah. If you were to recommend, let's say, a fight for somebody who hasn't watched a lot of MMA, is there any fight you think of that's just okay? This is it. This is what it's about.
Man, I would say like the one that got me hooked was the Ricardo Arona Rampage one, where he got triangle choked and he picked him up and slammed him on his head. I mean, that was the one that got me. I was like 10, 11, 12 years old, and I watched that. I was like, what is this?
That was insane, too.
This is crazy.
Yeah. I think that was in Japan or something, actually.
Yeah, that was Pride. That was back in the day with Pride. There was a lot of good fights from Pride.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go talk like more modern, shoot, I know a lot of people's go-to would be the Robbie Lawler and Rory McDonald, but for me, I'm not like the biggest guy in like just the violent side of it, because that was like a really bloody fight, really violent fight, really like wild fight like that, and that's not really like my draw to the sport. So for me, I wouldn't do that, but I know a lot of people would like. That's the number one answer because that was just a wild fight. They're spitting on his
for sure.
His lip is split from like his.
It made the UFC basically though, almost, right?
Yeah, or like the Forrest Griffin. That's another one.
Oh,
That
that's
people
the
do.
one I
So
was
I'm just not.
actually talking about that made the UFC. That's the fight I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I probably wouldn't jump to those fights just because I'm not like the gory, bloody side of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though there's probably more damage done to that Ricardo Rono fight, but
It's okay though. I agree. Those are some great fights. Those are some great fights.
Oh, Anderson Silva, Vitor Belfort.
Oh
There's a
yeah,
good one. That was just like beautiful technique. That was
that
crazy.
was a
That front
masterpiece.
kick right up the middle. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. You coach also a bit on the side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a wrestling coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I run a club out here. It's called Mile High Wrestling Club. Like the longest standing club in the state of, the state of Colorado,
Okay.
and probably the best club in the state of Colorado, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm biased. But yeah, we run a great program. It starts like youth kids from 4 years old all the way till 18-year-olds, and then I have a bunch of these kids that have gone off to wrestle in college that come back and hit me up and say, "Hey, coach, could we get some work in together?" So I still help my kids that are like older and they become young men,
Yeah.
And women. But
yeah. How do you manage time when you got fighting? And I'm not sure you have a wife and kids, but you also got a gym. You got wife and kids, right? That's a lot of things to manage, and also staying on track and keeping focus with everything. How do you manage that?
Yeah, it's a lot. So I dedicate 2 nights a week to the coaching.
Okay.
So I don't overexert myself on that. I do Tuesday and Thursday nights. That's when I coach. If I was doing like 4 days a week, that's where it really starts to pull away from things. But I plan my trainings in the day on Tuesday and Thursday, and I get my trainings done in the day. Come home, hang out with my family for a few hours, and then I go and coach for a couple hours Tuesday, Thursday night. Come back home, put my kids to bed, hang out with my wife again, and then Monday, Wednesday, Fridays is training and family time. So I hang out there. Saturdays, Sundays is usually family time and like a little bit of training as well. But I couldn't do it if I didn't have like such a good wife. My wife's does a really good job. She stays at home with the kids.
I hear that often, that the wife is really something important in a fighter's life, especially because there is so much else that's going on, right? So I'm happy to hear you got that going for yourself. Not everybody has that,
No, they don't.
Yeah. I know a lot of upcoming fighters watch this show. Do you have anything you could say to them that could maybe help them get on their way?
Yeah, I think as like an up and coming fighter, again, like if you go back probably 10 minutes in this conversation, the light thing that I was talking about, you're walking on the path, not knowing if you're doing the right thing, and then all of a sudden you see some sort of hint of life that you are doing the right thing, continue chasing the journey. But a really important one I think is to find a good coach that is invested in you. Not just like building MMA, running an MMA gym, and then you're just the body who's at the gym. Like finding a good coach who's invested in you and who's got love for you, who's met your family, you've met his family. Like there's some sort of connection there. And then trying to like buy into that person and his philosophy and his way of thinking, his way of doing it. Yeah, that's I can only speak from personal experience, and that's kind of what happened with me. I ran into a coach, and our families, he got close with my family, and then I got close with his family, and like I just bought into him as a person, and we've ran this thing up from when we first met. I wasn't even trying to fight. I just wanted to learn a little bit of boxing because I was a good wrestler, and I was like, that'd always be cool to like learn a little bit of striking. And then now we're 13-0. Should be fighting for the title. So, and that happened in like 5 years. It came pretty quick. So, find somebody that like you can invest in and that is going to invest in you. And something that I probably would also say that doesn't get talked about enough, that my coach told me early on, was that you yourself as the fighter is probably also your biggest and most important, coach. Like you have to coach yourself as well. You can't just always put it on
somebody
your coaches
else.
to be like, yeah, you can't just leave it in your coach's hand to figure out everything, to make you do the workouts, to make you do this. Like you have to find the discipline to find out, because only one person really knows what's going on in here.
Yeah.
You know, your coaches, as good as the coaches they can be, they don't really know what's going on right here.
No.
So you have to be honest with them and yourself, and you have to like figure out what works for you, and then help your coaches coach you to get better at those things. You know? And what doesn't work well for you, and then help coach your coaches to not do those things, or to like, you know, do it a different way or something. But yeah, you know, early on, I just found that you are also one of your biggest coaches, and you need to do that.
Yeah. I gotta ask, because in a few weeks ago I had a deaf MMA fighter on the show. How would you even think about teaching a deaf fighter? Would that even, how would you react to a deaf fighter coming into your gym? Is that completely far off, or?
You said a deaf?
Yeah, a deaf. Yeah.
I mean, the person wants to learn. You know, I'm not. There's no. It would be obviously bring a new challenge. You know, it'd be hard, but like, it's a challenge. Like,
so you wouldn't say no to it, basically, right?
No way.
Good.
No way.
I'm happy to hear.
Yeah, if I had a kid who came in and who wanted to learn wrestling and he was deaf or something, I mean, this is where you step up as a coach. You figure that out.
Yeah. Because I believe also people need to hear that a bit, you know. I could imagine, as a deaf person, that's not something you would think, okay, this is something I can go do, because, you know, and if they hear it, it's a possibility that they will do it, you know. So I'm happy to hear that that's also a view you got, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like everybody's open to learning the skills to make themselves better, not just as an athlete, but as a person as well. So yeah, everybody's opportunity is the same, but you know, that's where a coach has to step up and like figure out why they're coaching. Are they coaching because it's easy, or are they coaching because they want to help people? If you want to help people, this kid wants to learn.
Shout out to Thomas Paul, by the way. That's the guy I'm talking about.
Get after Thomas Paul. Go find a good coach who wants to teach you.
Yeah. He's actually been a champion, 2-time champion in England, I believe. So that's while he was deaf. That's, you can see, you can actually achieve big things.
Go.
Yeah, sadly.
There you go. Now imagine he walked into the gym and whoever his coach is just quit on him because they said, you know, he's not capable of learning because he's
exactly.
Deaf. He can't teach that. Like, come on. Now this guy's a 2-time champion. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, here in the end, do you have anybody in your sight that you kind of wants to fight? Of course, there is a champion on the throne at the moment. I imagine he's in your sights, right?
That's the only person that I really want to fight.
Yeah.
And it's not like a personal thing. Like I want to fight him like angry, but I feel deserving of the shot. I feel that nobody else in this division brings forward the problems that I bring for him.
Yeah.
And it's 20-0 versus 13-0. Like it just doesn't. Like there's so many reasons that it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I agree. It makes completely sense. I believe you will get that fight. I'm gonna vote for that for sure. And I mean, Archie, thank you so much for coming, man. I appreciate your time, and I'm looking forward to watching you fight again. Maybe we can come. Maybe we can connect again sometime, right?
For sure.
And okay, that's it. Have a good day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Archie, King, Colgan, everybody.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys.
That's it. Thank you, man. Have a good day, okay? And let's talk soon. Enjoy everything, okay?
Yes, sir. You too.
Thank you.
We'll talk soon.
Bye.
All right.